the life of LGBT individuals in Greece. Greece is a highly religious country, characterized by conservatism. Still, in the last years, thanks to LGBT rights movements taking place around the world and in Greece, the opinions of Greek people are gradually changing positively. In Greece, homosexuality was decriminalized in 1951. Nonetheless, it was considered highly embarrassing for someone to deviate from the heteronormal norm, whereas debate on issues like homosexuality was deemed as taboo and forbidden. Some characteristic examples of the way LGBT issues were dealt with at the time are the front pages of newspapers such as this one, covering the Stonewall Bar events with a very ironic and mocking tone. The headlines read, "Sodomites, Lesbianizers and the Neutral, American homosexuals in a massive demonstration in support of their rights, 20,000 quote men and quote women in the streets of New York." More often than not, during the military junta in Greece, policemen would invade in houses where pervert parties, as they called them, took place. Especially in provincial areas, the treatment of gay men was derogatory at the least, whereas as far as gay women are concerned, people felt an aversion toward them. Things slowly started changing with the publication of the magazine Amphi in 1978 and Craximo in 1981, a self-proclaimed magazine on revolutionary homosexual expression concerning the gay revolution by Paola Revegnotti, one of the first personalities of the LGBT area in Greece. Greece is one of the very few countries in Europe that hasn't recognized any rights to homosexuals, such as the right to civil marriage, the right to assisted reproduction, and one that hasn't set an equal age of consent. Additionally, it excludes any man who's had sex with another man in his life from donating blood. Greece also has the worldwide innovation of restricting the choice of civil unions solely to heterosexual couples. As far as trans people are concerned, one has the right to have a sexual reassignment surgery and to change their legal gender. However, a sterilization is required before the procedure, something that many view as a rights violation. A bitter truth is that the majority of trans women have to resort to prostitution due to their mistreatment by the Greek state. Trans women have also been targeted many times by the Greek authorities, particularly during the Thessaloniki Pride 2013 event, when policemen in the city would apprehend them for no reason, detain them, and bash them as a way to, quote, keep the city clean. In this non-professional photo, one can see a group of trans women lying on the street after they were brutally attacked by policemen in Thessaloniki. Unfortunately, the Church is mainly accountable for such events and for the fact that very little progress can be observed daily in the LGBT field due to the predominant role that it plays in the country's life. Its huge influence on the Greek people and its tendency to promote the idea that homosexuality is an abomination may explain why so many Greeks are homophobic. The Metropolitan of Thessaloniki, Anthimos, is notorious for his homophobic and close-minded statements. During the Second Thessaloniki Pride, he demanded that the event be annulled, invited the believers of the city to show their opposition, made a very foolish statement by claiming that the people who show up at the event are unwanted since they are from other countries and certainly not Greece, asked parents to keep their children away, and called the event a carnival. Here you can see the Metropolitan in one of his appearances on a morning show in a Greek TV channel speaking against the Pride. The text reads, "God's wrath for the Gay Pride Festival." This photo shows a team of demonstrators who, after his advice to the religious population of the city, are saying, quote, "Note the promotion of perversion." A very common attraction of Pride events is also Eleni Luka, a very eccentric believer who is always present in such events in order to protest against homosexuality. In the photos, one can see her in some of her notorious appearances. Here, one can see her together with Paola Revegnotti, a very popular trans personality who surprised her when she moved closer to her for a photo. The neo-Nazi political party of Golden Dawn that recently came to power has expressed its fierce opposition, among others, toward the LGBT people. In one of the party's statements, it has been mentioned, "After the immigrants, you're next," a reference to homosexuals, whereas the party has also mentioned that topics concerning trans rights are, quote, "ridiculous." At the same time, many other offensive statements have been made by the party's spokesperson Ilias Kassidiaris, who once used the term "madam" to refer to a German politician who's openly gay. An infamous statement of a Golden Dawn MP is, quote, "Sodomy is illegal in 76 countries, in Greece not yet." The party is held liable for the sharp increase in homophobic and transphobic attacks in Greece. The Greek media are considered highly homophobic and transphobic. A contributing factor to the media's close-mindedness is the Broadcasting Control Organization, SRU or NCRTV. A very common sight is the censoring of words like gay, lesbian, transvestite, etc., or their translation as girly, spinster, tomboy. Furthermore, Greek channels are fined frequently when they broadcast kisses between individuals of the same gender or when they talk about LGBT issues. Thankfully, however, most of the times, the outcry by Greek LGBT organizations leads to the cancellation of the fines. The visibility of LGBT people in television and other medias is continually increasing, with many gay presenters, gay and trans actors who play major roles and often star in movies or series, and other Greek LGBT daily life personalities. Luckily, the situation in Greece is improving day by day for gay, lesbians, bi, and trans people. A very nice example is that in the biggest cities in Greece, Athens and Thessaloniki, there are very vivid gay scenes. The gay neighborhood in Gazi, Athens, is probably the most popular one. In Greece, there are also two world-renowned LGBT destinations, Mykonos and Lesbos, that attract thousands of visitors. And just like that, every year, Athens and Thessaloniki become the center of LGBT life and entertainment in Greece, as colorful festivals and celebrations are organized that deal with current LGBT issues. So, the only thing that's for sure is that things will get better every day until LGBT people in Greece achieve full equality.